Like, to me, it's like it's almost a challenge. It's like you watch me, but it all sounds very BDSM-y.
Well, Vessel does seem very BDSM-y.
Is it because of his rings?
I think that's on brand.
What other things have been... I just have never gotten the vibe of BDSM since this.
I always got it from the biting.
Yeah.
Bro, why are you always biting me?
Yeah, fair enough. The groove is making the green screen move. That's how much groove it has.
I think of all the songs that we've heard so far, this is definitely the most sensual, I guess.
Sure, it definitely has that vibe to it.
Yes, and I understand that Vessel is all about
sensuality.
Yes.
And teeth and biting.
And there's so much biting. Once you start looking at the lyrics, it's kind of surprising how much biting there is. But it's definitely, it's just...
It's got a really good groove, though.
It does. It's... Yeah, I don't know. It's just really nice to move to.
It's my robot dance.
Ah, very nice. But I still, I can't determine what genre this is. It's very funky. It's not R&B, I don't think.
This is just rock.
Right.
To me.
Like old Coldplay rock.
I'm trying to encapsulate the whole song, I suppose, but...
And that's I'm trying not to get there before it happens.
Yeah.
But Sleep Token has that ability to blend such different... To go from this to what's coming.
Yes.
It's just so smooth in the movement. It doesn't feel jarring.
No.
And I enjoyed both parts. And, funnily, I remember on the subreddit they were talking about what is your kid's favourite Sleep Token song.
I remember I saw that and somebody was like,
and
Sugar.
So many people were like, my toddler's favourite song is Sugar. And I think that's very cute. If your toddler is Sugar, please let us know. You made that face.
The stank face.
Yes. Vessel has this really good way of conveying angst. But it's not like a My Chemical Romance angst. It feels like a very adult angst.
I think because some other angst in music tends to be not just focused on love and sexuality. There's a lot of angst about like things don't work for me and I don't do the thing.
Yeah, it's not a Blink-182 angst.
Yeah,
I'm really dating myself at this point. I listen to music, I promise. But yeah, it's not that kind of angst. It's not adolescent angst.
No.
It's it very much feels like he's kind of got the rest of his life together. It is just his relationship with this one person that makes him... Maybe even a bit of an interpretive dance as well. Like, I think that'd be great. Or the girls that do the gymnastics with the ribbon. If you're a gymnast that does ribbon dancing,
choose this song.
Sugar.
Yeah.
Sugar.
Ba-ba-bomb.
I've never actually looked up the lyrics to this song. And because every time it comes on, I'm just there mulling along going...
Like, I suppose I don't look up lyrics to songs very often, is the reality.
I do.
Yeah.
I usually look up the lyrics to songs.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like, I have not either, but yeah, not that many in this song.
As is customary with Sleep Token. And honestly, the last two paragraphs... There's 4 paragraphs that are literally just the same words over and over again.
Yeah, quite a bit, but It's still a great song.
Yes.
I like the way the whole song flows.
Yes.
I like the way the whole song plays out.
Would you call that a breakdown as well when it changes? Is that still a breakdown? Does there need to be a lead up?
I would say that that's like what they call like the C section, right? The bridge.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is, it ends on it. It's just that's why I said C section first, because
Right.
you have your A section, which is like verse or chorus. Your B section, which is verse or chorus, depending on what you sort of do. And a lot of songs tend to play around with those two sections, but then that's like a C section.
Right.
Not a C section,
Not
but a
C section.
but a C section. But yeah, like that's the way I always envisage something like that, because I think it's not just a bridge. The bridge part is, to me, do you want to see how
Yes.
far it goes? Because even that's not really a breakdown, because it wasn't like a... Usually breakdowns, at least, someone's free to correct me if you'd like, but breakdowns, usually it's when they're pulling out certain bits, they're just leaving just the smallest parts of it to keep the basic rhythm and the basic song intact.
Mm-hmm.
But that bridge part is different to the rest of the song. It's doing
But that is very Sleep Token. Like, it doesn't feel like it follows the usual course of music.
No, yeah, definitely, bro. It's definitely... I heard a term once used, and I think that it's correct, which there is prog metal, which is supposed to be progressive metal, which I think that most people would say things like Animals as Leaders and of that ilk, and I know you don't know, and that's okay. No. But this is progressive metal.
Right,
this is metal that has been progressed to a different part. I think it's post-metal, post-rock, post-indie, but this is a very indie-feeling song to me.
Yes.
Up until the last part, which obviously has a bit more of a rock and metal influence, but a lot of this is it sounds very indie to me.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Hence the...
That's right.
If someone has a word for that, just let us know.
And a word that's not teeth, biting, jaws, whites of your eyes, any of those.
I mean, that's just Sleep Token in a nutshell.
Yeah.
But if we look at the lyrics, and then maybe try to see where it fits in the overall lore.
Yeah, I mean, for me, pretty easy. I feel like this is just to sleep. Okay. But, and I was just talking to you about it this morning.
Yes, because we talk about Sleep Token a lot, even when we're not here.
Yeah, we just talk about a lot of... Sleep Token. Yeah. Anyway, I'm saying this is a perfect example of this thing that I've started to come out with, so let me just lay that out for you real quick. It feels to me that the relationship between Sleep and Eden, I'm still calling this person Eden, is running parallel. Okay. And I think that the dream state that we've been discussing is the remembering of the relationship between him and Eden, and the actual reality when he's outside of the dream per se and he's talking to Sleep, that is reality. But the relationship in and of itself is running parallel. So
are you still in the last episode,
yes,
which I know you saw?
Tune in.
Which was Gods.
Gods, yes.
You were saying that you believe that they ran in parallel but also in competition with each other. You know, that this idea that the relationship that Vessel, provided that Vessel is the main character, because we never get a name for the main character, provided that Vessel is the main character, your theory was that the relationship with Eden could never compete with the relationship with Sleep, because Sleep is obviously a god and Eden is just a regular person. Is that still the track that you're going down?
Yeah. Sorry, that's all the same. I haven't changed any of that. I'm trying to say that I think that he's experiencing the dream, which is Eden, and then he's also talking about how the relationship with Sleep is falling apart. Just the same.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, does that make sense?
See. You're saying that in terms of parallels, you're saying that my awake relationship and my relationship with Sleep both falling apart.
Exactly.
Because obviously...
But also both toxic.
Yes.
That's the other...
I always imagine Sleep like the god that's in... the one with that Mexican guy, and he wears the sand outfit, and he's I don't even think he's Mexican. And he's got the split personality, and he's hanging out with that god.
Do you mean Moon?
Yes.
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 The Marvel guy.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, I always imagine
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight.
Yes.
Moonlight Knight?
Just Moon Knight.
Moon Knight. Moon Knight. I'm sorry.
Moonlight Knight.
Please don't come for me.
Mm-hmm.
I always imagined that Sleep was kind of like that.
I get you.
Sleep is kind of rude, is nice when they need to be, but overall quite toxic.
Well, Sleep wants something out of the situation.
Yes.
But I think what I was trying to get at is that it
Sorry,
feels...
that was a bit of a tangent.
No, it's fine. It's fine. That's what we're here for. Tangents. Inaccurate Information Weekly. That's my...
Ah, yes,
yeah.
that is the tagline.
So anyway, I'm trying to say that his relationship with Sleep is just as toxic as his relationship will be with Eden. That's what I'm getting at.
I get you.
And I think that the parallels are very obvious here. Sorry, to bring it all the way back to what we were saying, is that I think he's talking to Sleep here.
Right.
But the parallel side of it is Eden. He's developed a taste for this person.
Right.
No matter how bad they are for him, he can't give it up because
he's developed
a taste.
And I agree. I still don't subscribe to the whole Sleep lore. But
okay, what do you mean? You can't not subscribe to the Sleep lore. That's what it's about.
I also don't subscribe to the idea that all the albums are about this one person. I will still call this person, what we call them, Jesse.
You were calling Jesse, yeah, gender neutral.
Gender neutral.
Yeah.
Because originally it was Jessica, but I don't want to put Vessel in a box.
Yeah.
But I think it is very clever that it is something like sugar, because we're all addicted to sugar. We all know it's really bad for us. But I can't stop. I will not put down my Kit Kat. But I like the idea that, yeah, it's sugar. I've developed a taste for you. I've developed a taste for this toxic relationship. And much like Vessel needs therapy so that he can deal with whatever it is that draws him to these toxic relationships, because if I maintain my theory, then we're now on 3 bad relationships. But I quite like that he gets to the point where he's like, well, I just need it. Let me wrap the chains, addicted to the pain.
I was about to say that this is like, that paragraph here tonight was second guessed again. Mm-hmm. But let me wrap the chains, addicted to the pain. It's all very BDSM.
Yes.
Very
I'm
sexual.
Surprised he didn't bite anyone.
Yeah, this is the one song that doesn't actually say the word bite in it, I realised. No. That's what I was just reading through to find
I quickly scanned it and I was like, but where is my bite?
Where's the biting?
But the things we buried low coming to the surface now, my love. Like, it's all this kind of like, I understand this is bad for me, but I can't stop.
Yeah.
I can't
I think
stop
that this section here, right? So, things we buried low, coming to the surface now, my love. Sugar, I've got a taste for you. It is the only section that has that as opposed to I've developed.
Oh, yes.
This is...
It's an acceptance. It's a finality.
And this is the rock part. This is the heavy part.
Yes,
so,
actually, yes.
You must be crazy if you think that I'll give up the game. Mm-hmm. Oh, no, that's just before. Yeah, then I've got a taste for you is the heavy... That's what I was right. Yeah. Let's do it again. Perfect.
On point growling.
Yeah. So, yeah, to me, this fits perfectly with my story, which is just lending credence to my ability to understand.
Well, I disagree.
I know you do.
But I think we both have come from this song saying that it is Vessel accepting that he is quite addicted to the chaos and drama of this relationship, whether it be with Jesse, Eden, or Sleep. It is still an acceptance of the chaos.
Yeah.
And even maybe indulgence in the chaos, which I think was...
Well, this is it. That's what I was going to say. Do you want to see how far it goes? Do you want to test me now, my love? You must be crazy if you think that I will give in so easy. That's me. That's me acting his voice. So,
good.
Like, to me, it's like it's almost a challenge. It's like you watch me, but it all sounds very BDSM-y.
Well, Vessel does seem very BDSM-y.
Is
So I
it
think
is it
that's
because
on-
of his rings?
I think that's on brand.
What other things have been? I just have never gotten the vibe of BDSM. Is this?
I always got it from the biting.
Yeah.
Bro, why are you always biting me?
Yeah, fair enough.
And now we've got chains. Like, it... BDSM aside.
Yeah.
I think it is an indulgence. I said it is like 7 times there.
That's fine.
Going back to Give.
Yes.
To me, it's on the same kind of thing, but Give seemed desperate in a different kind of way. This seems like he's relishing. That's the word that I was looking for when I was throwing my hands around. He's relishing in the fact that this is bad for me. I don't care. Like, I'm all in. Whereas Give, it still kind of felt like there was still that twinge of sadness. Like, oh,
I think
here I am again.
I understand. I agree with you. Except I think, and this is hot take as we found out from many people about our Give episode, but this is the better version of that same song in my mind. Like, it has a very pop nature to it to start with. It's also talking about the things that he's willing to do because he loves this toxic relationship.
Yeah.
So if that's what Give was giving, that's what I'm getting from this song as well.
Yeah.
And I prefer this version of it. That's what I'm saying.
Hands down, I do as well. And I agree. It does feel like this is a continuation on from Give, an evolution of Give. Like, maybe they were one and the same, and then this kind of, and he just said both of them on the album. But I think, all in all, good song.
Dope. Goat and dope is what I said.
I don't know if goat.
Oh, well, you know, just because I accidentally said.
Oh, I see.
I was trying to say dope and I said gope.
Yep, the goat. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
So then I went with goat, but it's not my goat. No,
it's
but it's still a really good song.
Definitely goat.
Yeah, Gopey.
Good to move to. Good to sing to.
Yes.
Awesome. Let's. I don't even know where I'm going to chuck it in the rankings.
Yeah, rankings, tricky one. Rankings.
Bit of a tricky one.
Yes, definitely. I'm reading my placements here. Like I said, it's getting trickier. I think we have to. I'd like to make some moves.
We're making a move. Get in the moving tool.
Yeah. All right. Gods and dark signs. No, sorry. Let's do it the other way around. The night does not belong to God.
Yes.
Okay. Shift that to 12.
Okay.
Okay. Now, gods and dark signs need to be moved up 1.
Okay.
Up.
Oh.
Up.
Oh, that was actually perfect.
So gods goes to 9.
Oh,
yes.
I could have just moved both of them.
That's what I was saying. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. And dark signs to 10.
Yeah.
I'd like to move the night does not belong to God to 11.
Okay.
Right? So I was trying to shift them around
Yep.
a little bit. And I'd like to put sugar. I've got a taste for it at 13.
Okay.
Good song. It's AR.
I sat there and I was like, oh god, I've forgotten how to spell sugar.
Yeah, in front of everybody.
Right.
Yeah, AR. That's
There we
right.
go.
Yeah. Again, I know I say this every time, but I feel like it's important. I'm telling you that this is a fluid ranking system for me. So I am looking at just relationships to other songs. And I would say The Night Does Not Belong to God, Sugar, and Almost Levitate, they all sort of sit around the same realm for me.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm trying to keep certain songs in the top 10. That's my point.
That makes sense.
So, at the moment, The Offering, Higher, Gods, Dark Signs, those are top 10s for me at the moment. The Night Does Not Belong to God maybe just edges it out now because I think of Gods, and I probably should have done it differently last week. But
Fair.
anyway, that's where it is now. I'm happy with that. Sugar has a good place on this list at the moment because that ending part is so sweet. Okay. I thought there was going to be some sort of like acknowledgement of the cleverness there, but
I apologize. I was stunned by the brilliance. I'm also still sitting here being like, sugar, SUGA.
okay. You're up then.
Right. So I do my rankings a little bit differently to Dave.
Yes.
Dave is very keen on like moving stuff around. I'm trying to plant things in places and leave them there. So I have to think of all the albums simultaneously and where I will put things.
Like a maniac.
But I think that if I look at that logically, I realise I don't have to look down, I can look up at the screen. I'm having a morning.
Yeah.
If I look at my thing now, I'm essentially saying that, like, I think I will have to end up moving everything because I know that there are... it's not that I don't like Sundowning, I just know that there's only 3 albums. I know that there are albums that I like more than Sundowning. So, it's... Anyway,
yeah,
Eden is going to be rough, but I think Sugar, I'm going to pop you at... I feel like I'm gonna...
Does anybody else, as she said that sentence, just want to put this weirdness out there? She said, Sugar, I'm going to pop it. It was the song in my head.
Sugar!
I'm gonna pop it.
At 11?
Wow.
11? It makes sense.
Does it?
I like it. Oh, no, because I don't like it more than... Okay.
You've told me so many times in the past that, like, you're not a massive fan of this song.
I know, but then, like, I was sitting there and I'm like...
Yeah, the groove is great.
So I think, do you know what?
Okay.
I'm going to move up the offering. Because in the break in between...
We're setting up the 2 different scenes here.
Yes, setting up, doing the analysis.
Yes.
And doing the rankings. I was like, I just have to listen to the offering again because I can't figure out... I know that I don't like it more than The Night Does Not Belong to God. And My Baby Take Aim, obviously. Obviously. He snorted. But I couldn't think if I liked it more than the offering. And the answer is I don't, because of the breakdown.
Oh, I thought you just deleted it.
Just like...
Forget
I decided that the offering is no longer part of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you know what? I'm going to put it at 12. Because I like it more... I don't like it more than God. Sorry, this is taking me a very long time.
It's okay. Like I said, it's always going to take longer as we go. And I think that, like, when you listen to the song, it's still changing where it places in your mind because you remembered it differently to how you just encountered it now. That's my thought.
And even just going through the lyrics, I was like, oh, it's actually...
Yeah, dope.
Yeah, because...
Gope.
It is gope. For me, it is about the overall story.
Yes, yeah.
Is my biggest thing with Sleep Token. So do you know what? I'm going to move Gods up.
Wow.
Because I really enjoy Gods.
That's fine. For 13?
And someone commented on the last video and it did make me laugh because they were... Not the last video... Has Gods come out yet? No. So, but it will have for you, but it hasn't for us.
Yeah.
Time travel. What came before Gods? Higher?
No, Give, right? Give,
yes. On the Give video, someone commented saying, I don't think you're going to enjoy the next song. Which was Gods.
Yeah.
And joke's on you, because Gods is dope.
Wow.
But this is about Sugar. So, I am going to put Sugar... I like it less than The Offering, and I like it less than Gods. But I don't like it more than Dark Signs, which means that maybe it goes at, like, 14.
Wow. I mean, it's still
top 20.
Yeah.
I, honest to God, went to do ER again.
I can see that. That G is just a nightmare.
Like I said, it's been. I'm gonna erase it and not do it again.
That's fine.
Yeah, it is a good song. It is a bop, as the kids say. Yeah. That's it. That's really my justification.
Yeah, good.
If you were playing along at home,
yes,
we would love to hear where you put Sugar. I'd also be very curious, like, what is around Sugar for you?
Yeah, you could give a quick rundown of where you've got placements, because some people have been commenting and they've been telling us, places at 20, but it's hard to look back to see, like, the whole list. And it's unfortunate, well, maybe it's also fortunate that you can't post pictures in the comments on YouTube, but
yes, quite fortunate.
Either way, it's hard to find them all, so it'd be great to give us an understanding of maybe what's above it, what's below it, so one or two of the songs so we understand like where it places.
I'd also be super curious, like if this is your top song, I'd love to hear about it.
Yeah, for sure. And if you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. Make sure you like and share and comment and subscribe, but share. Yeah, we're getting very close now. We've got like 4 songs left, something like that. So
yeah,
almost at the sundown
huh?
of sundowning.
Huh? Hey, actually, yeah, we haven't really sundowned yet, so
no,
it's coming.
Yeah, that's it.
Wonderful. All right, we will see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.